great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. It's the UCF Knights and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the West Virginia head coach before the game, as he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. And we get a look at Usman Kroma. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Crosses the 40. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here.
He's loose down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Mountaineers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you throw a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
So UCF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We get our first look in this one at Chauncey Cobb. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And now on second down for this offense. Right back to the well. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Michael Hawkins. Left side is Hamilton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air, it's Hawkins. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional.
Wide open on the right. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50+ and make it look that easy. You stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he topped things off with an electrifying 85-yard run to the end zone. From deep, it's Weeks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jones. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Using his feet. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. This is a designed run. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
How about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
On the option. Now the pitch. Here's got some room into the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Thompson. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll try to run it in. Went right back to him, and again, he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Looking for the edge. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, UCF! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. A designed run for the quarterback. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Charles. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
Touchdown Knights! Made the grab in the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. Now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Quarterback keeps it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Hits inside, it's Jones. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left, now to see if they can score before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Morgantown. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I did check in with the West Virginia head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Look out! Heaves it on the run. He's got it down the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
The Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it. Quarterback keep. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Cobb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Caught behind the line. It's Farmer. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Left side is Farmer. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Quick give. It's Williamson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Lane. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to get the corner. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, it's Croma. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Finds a crease, it's Croma.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Straight ahead, it's Croma. Got the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Changing the routes with his receivers. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the run. It's Chroma. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Rush is on. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, West Virginia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find some...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The run inside. It's Simon. All over him immediately. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This quarterback part of their running game. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They need a huge play on third and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
He'll take it himself. There he goes. He's going to try to finish this one off with another score. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.